Welcome into another Washed Up Walk-Ons podcast brought to you by FanDuel, a special guest, one that it's been too long. You won't see him, but you will hear him. I don't know how long we have him for. Drake Kulick joins the show, special analyst for the CFP first round preview weekend. Drake, welcome.
Go Hawks.
Go Hawks.
Okay.
That's what we love it. We love that. And we're going to be here live. Fuck it, we'll do it live for whoever shows up. And then Thursday afterwards, you can catch us on the replay. What? What, Grant?
Thursday. Oh, that's how the release days of this work. Never mind.
Sure.
Go ahead.
Yeah, tomorrow's Thursday when it comes out on the audio.
That is how that works, yes. Go
and we're going to preview some CFP. There's 4 games going on this weekend, 1 Friday, 3 on Saturday. Arguably, it looks to be – we'll talk about it. Maybe only one of them is going to be competitive. I don't know. Hopefully not. Hopefully they're all great games. There is transfer portal madness happening all over the place. Dylan Raiola is in the portal. I don't know if
that guy's a dickhead, dude. That is one of the most disloyal douchebags I've ever seen in the history of the world.
And we're going to talk about him.
I didn't realize he had transferred 4 times in high school.
Oh yeah, 4 for 4.
I mean,
like who's was that Wendy's with the 4 for 4 deal?
Oh, with as in past tense, or did they take it away?
No, currently.
Okay,
do they still have it?
They do. They better. That was a staple of the Grand Island High School lunch break.
I'll be honest. I'll out myself right now. I haven't been to Wendy's in too long.
Coward.
And we'll talk about that. A lot of transfer portal madness happening. Mm-hmm. And unfortunately, we have players re-signing with their colleges, which I just the terminology is rubbing me the wrong way, and I think we need to talk about that as well. As well as a bunch of other problems that are just gracing college football right now. But we're glad to have Drake. We'll have Kevin here in a second, and it'll be a friendship podcast tonight. Drake, how's the life of DK been lately?
It's been good. I do have a question for Grant though. Did you steal my job? Do you have my job now?
I have not been to bodyguard school to my knowledge. That might be a different person.
Well, I just know that you texted the other night, won't be able to show up to the podcast, and then you were at AT&T Stadium. I thought you might be doing some EP work.
I got thrown a last minute, like early, I guess last minute is in like same day as pod. Got a chance to go to the Cowboys game. So I was like, I can't really turn this down. You know, luckily there's no like Hawks game to recap. So I think it's one that's okay for me to miss. And I had a great time, but I was not.
For the record, if there was a Hawks game to recap, you could still miss.
I feel more like I'm very aware of being able to miss, but I like want to talk about the Hawks games. You know, like I want to talk about all the college football that's going on, especially. But I thought that it was you know, I had never been to one actually, as long as I've lived here now, and it was a very funny experience. I had the GA seating. I don't know how much time we want to spend on my Cowboys.
I was going to say, hey, recap it for us. I'd love to hear about it.
I had the GA seating, which I don't know if I've only been to, I'm going to say 4 NFL stadiums now. That could be wrong. This was the first one I've ever been to where there's GA seating, which you might be like, Grant, is there like one section of the stands that's just anyone can sit anywhere? Like it's the bleachers at Wrigley? No, it's just you find somewhere amongst the concourse and you just stand there on like a railing or in the like they have these like sections where it's just TVs. Like people pay to go sit and watch it on TV next to the game, but you can't see the game. So it's kind of interesting there. But it's like
that is insane.
And it is unbelievable. Like there's nowhere to go if you're not there 3 hours early. Like you have to get there. When you see the video at Thanksgiving where everyone's sprinting into the stadium and everyone's like, they have seats. What are they talking about? They do not have seats. They are trying to go post up next to a stairwell and peer into the stadium. And Jerry is just squeezing all of the juice out of the Dallas Cowboys, which I respect. I mean, I bought the ticket.
That's an oil man right there.
I mean, I'm no better. I bought the same ticket as them, and it was just hilarious. I do love NFL fans. They're so different than college fans.
They're nuts, dude.
But it's just I love that I'm looking up into section 415, and there's a dude 2 rows from basically the International Space Station, and he just will not stop screaming about the Vikings, and he's starting other Viking chants. Like, this was a big Vikings presence, by the way. I know there's a lot of Vikings fans that listen to this. They showed up to Arlington, Texas. They're just, JJ McCarthy, 4-yard pass, not a ton. I mean, we all right. 9 won that game, but I was a little surprised. Unremarkable play would go on. Score. It's like, what's going on? And this doesn't even have to do with it. The funniest thing ever was that my friend that I was with, we notice, get right in the stadium, go to the bathroom. Guy walks out, full Steelers gear, Steelers pants, Steelers shirt, Steelers. And I was like, okay, fun guy, just roll up to the game, loves the Steelers, cool. Walk upstairs. Walk by this woman getting a beer. Steelers pants, Steelers shirt, Steelers jacket, Steelers hat on. I'm like, oh, okay, there's like a Steelers fan club here. No, just at every, and this is, if you are walking around the wild, especially if you've been anywhere in Pennsylvania, you will notice Steelers fans will always let you know they are Steelers fans. And it's great, but there's at least 8 people at this game decked out in Steelers gear. Steelers are all the way across the country. They were playing Monday night. They weren't even playing on Sunday. But it was a good way to wrap up a pretty hectic weekend of stadium travel. I was also at Dickies Arena for Billy Strings, which was a unbelievable performance. But I don't think anyone wants to hear about that. So
Billy Strings. Yeah, so we got off the pod, and then I saw on your story you're in Cowboy Stadium. I'm like, oh, that's a good that's a good excuse to never show up to a podcast.
And I'll say this as well. Even though I keep saying I'm done talking about the Cowboys game, the chaos of getting into this arena is unlike anything I've ever seen in my life. For being so big, it's massive. You think it's big on TV. It's so big. There is what looks like unlimited parking spots. I went there for this like barbecue country music festival, and it's just in the parking lot of AT&T. And I was like, there's 400,000 parking spots here minimum. This is a city of asphalt we're looking at right here. There's the whole city of Arlington, like around it, sells out all their parking for the game. It's crazy. Like, there's Wendy's are selling their parking for like $150 at a Wendy's. It's not a 4 for 4. It's 150 for one there at the Wendy's. It's insanity.
There at the Wendy's.
Like, you can't, if you live in Arlington, Texas, you can't go to Wendy's during a Cowboys game. It's impossible.
That's unfortunate.
You can't go to Wendy's. And it's miles and miles of this. I was like, I mean, I've been to, I think the Broncos have a great stadium. There's parking. You can just park there. It's not that hard.
Is parking in general just like for football game going down?
It's a disaster.
Parking is the worst thing on earth, right?
I deal with parking logistics fucking 9 times a year, and it is a disaster.
It's not good. Parking is potentially, they have to figure something out, because parking almost everywhere, all the way back to college, like, trying to find a spot for the moped, unbelievable. You can never find a spot.
These trying to park in a crowded area, or like especially a downtown of any sorts, is one of my just least favorite things I think I could possibly experience.
I was just gonna say, when Lauren and I go on trips, like if we go to a city, we will like stop out. Sometimes if we happen to stop outside the city to like grab gas or something before we get into town, if Lauren's driving, she'll say, "You're driving," because she does not like to drive downtown with traffic. She hates it.
Yeah.
And so I'm always the one, like downtown Chicago. We're coming into Chicago one time. It's like, we're on Michigan Ave. She's like, "No, you're doing this."
And I went to Lions Bears. I want to say this is 2022, 2023 fall, maybe something like that. Crazy game. Lions go into Chicago and get a win. Very fun. But I'd never been to Chicago before this, and the group I was with, total we had a great time. But a lot of people had stuff to drink. I wasn't. I had like one beer. It wasn't that crazy at the time. But they're like, "Grant, you have the least amount of drink. You need to now drive our giant like Ford Super Duty through the streets of Chicago and get us home." First time. And I was like, look, I know how to drive a car, sure. But it was definitely, with the chaos of like the Bears game going outside, I was there, there's music blasting everywhere. Like, my friends are leaning outside the car, like in people's faces, throwing Lions flags. Like the angry Bears fans. We're just getting cut and flipped off the whole time. And I was like, I'm trying to get us home, guys.
Yeah. Yeah. Being the driver of a car of like a group is that's a stressful thing.
It was a great experience, though. Also, Bears fans. I guess I have to find a way to compliment the rest of the North by the end of this. But
I echo your sentiment on the NFL thing. Drake, you're in NFL stadiums all the time now. It is wild how many fans of every team there is in every market. Lauren and I went to funny enough, a Cowboys. We went to the Cowboys at Vikings in 2021, 2022. We went to Cowboys at Vikings, and the amount of Dolphins jerseys, the NFL fans, they're just NFL fans, and they just show up.
I love the Drake. I don't know if you'd be at the. I don't know why you would be at the draft. I guess, but maybe we'll be at it.
I don't believe I will.
Okay, I love watching the first round of just all these fans collecting up one. Just especially it was in. Gosh, I want to say Green Bay was this year or it was last year. Maybe maybe I'm misremembering. There's just the screen, and it's miles and miles of people who
That was in Nashville.
I've been in concerts where I'm in the back, and you can kind of see there's zero chance if I'm on like 5th Avenue and you're standing all the way on 9th Avenue that you can see what
it's blocks long.
So some like school principals announcing who the Dolphins just picked. Like, and it's for
Big
days.
Dolphins guy tonight, huh, Grant?
That was his first team on my mind. But,
Drake, I assume you were at the game to see this play right here. Little magic from Brock Purdy to George Kittle. Purdy, just a jump pass. What is going on, Brock?
It's pretty sweet.
How about the year for George here? I mean, I feel like every time
if he just wouldn't have hurt that hamstring, he would be on an unbelievable tear.
I don't know if there's ever been a more off-balance pass, by the way. And the way George slams a football is aggressive. He throws that thing to the core of the earth. But he's having a hell of a year, man.
You might as well do it.
Yeah, he's having a hell of a year.
Yeah. Now, Drake, too, will you be in San Francisco for the Broncos Super Bowl appearance up and coming?
I will likely be somewhere around the Bay.
All right. Very cool. What was that noise? That was.
You think Riley Moss could hook us up with ticks?
Dude, Riley Moss is the man.
I mean, I don't think we're
lactose intolerant.
Lactose tolerant.
So hilarious.
Lactose
what did you see?
Tolerant.
Someone dunked on Riley, and not dunk. It was just like, this is a great tweet, but here's the standard. I think it was.
It was the kid from Oklahoma.
Yeah, the kid from Oklahoma's one where he's like, they call me communion because I'm the cracker with the juice.
Yeah.
Who was that? It was Mike Golick Jr.
Yeah, he said
sorry.
He said, "Great tweet, but this is the standard." Yeah, they call me communion because I'm the cracker.
With Riley Moss, and I have been for quite some time now the number one Riley Moss defender. When it comes to the media, I don't know if enough
he did just get hosed. He's had a couple of calls where he got hosed.
Racial profiling.
I don't think we're off the list of potential would Riley give us one. I just think there's only a finite number of tickets in the stadium.
Right.
Do you know how much those Super Bowl tickets are, fellas?
Yeah, they're like
for Santa Clara, California. I'm gonna guess just in the building, the GA standing section. To watch.
Well, no, I was just talking about what those players' tickets cost.
Yeah.
A player's ticket. I'm gonna guess you
had this conversation, Drake, at one point.
They're $10,000 a piece.
Yeah.
10. Yeah.
I'm saying I think we might be in. I think we're a top 1,000.
Yeah, in Riley's list of people.
I think we're top 1,000.
I think so too.
Oh, dude, are we? He knows probably so many people.
No, I think we're top 1,000. We could convince him to be.
We can talk into it.
Go Hawks, go Big Grove, FanDuel, and Grays. Hawks by Millie. What a supporter. Dakota.
He just did an ad read. He just
got it to you right there. That's all you need.
He's supporting us the way that we support Riley Moss.
Facts.
Drake, I was going to ask Drake another question. Drake, do you have a favorite stadium you've been to while we're on the topic of stadiums? Like, do you, outside of, I think Santa Clara is a given for you. What is your favorite so far?
I'm not gonna lie. The dark, what do they call it? The Dark Star, the Death Star in Vegas.
Yes.
That's
The
a
Death
pretty
Star.
sick stadium, fellas. The
Okay.
Death Star, they put
Is
that one
that the
together
nickname
pretty
of the
sweet.
Raiders' new stadium?
Well, I mean, have you
Yeah.
seen it?
No, I haven't.
It's very appropriate for it.
I'm gonna look at it. I'm gonna pull it up.
I mean, outside of the giant laser beam that can blow up planets and the I guess cylinder hole that could also cause it to self-destruct, it's
That's
very it looks like the Death Star.
Yeah, it is cool.
Drake, did you go get in the black hole at the end zone? That's also a nightclub. While you were there?
I cannot say that I did. I've seen it, but I have not entered it.
I know Drake well. He usually tries to stay away from black holes.
I mean, yeah, they're giant suck. Like the matter it's incredibly dangerous to be in a black hole. Have you not seen Interstellar?
It is dangerous. Yeah.
Family show.
Yeah, you don't want to mess with those. What do you think Kevin's doing? Is he working on somebody? Oh my God.
No, it's Drake.
Oh, it's just Drake again.
Lost connection.
All right. I thought I just summoned Kevin to the to the podcast. No, it's a good time. I'm glad you got to go see an NFL game. I've been to it. It was fun. I realized after a couple of years in Iowa, we were like, oh man, we're getting to experience like NFL stadiums that I likely will never play in. So this is very cool because in year one, we went down and played in the Bucs Stadium. And then in 14, we went to Pitt and played in the Steelers Stadium. And then over the court, we got to play in the Jaguar Stadium. And I think one or two more. So,
did they have what game did you play in the Jaguars? Because did they
would be the Hawk Slayer Bowl?
Did they let fans get in the pool? I can't remember.
Yes.
Okay.
I think so.
That would have been a dream. I wonder if they would let now, like just for fun. It's a bowl game. I know Iowa takes them seriously, but it's a bowl game. Would they let Tim Lester call plays from the pool?
He's wearing a floaty. All right, Mark.
Shirt off.
12 personnel.
Bunch of zinc on his nose. He doesn't want to get burned. It's hot.
Speaking of plays. Just to brighten the. Yeah. I mean, this is a good play. I know what happened afterwards isn't necessarily exactly what we wanted, but I figure we watch one of the more exciting plays since we Drake. I don't know if you know, we acquired all 22 film.
That's pretty crazy.
So, not going to share the source. It's very secret. If you're on Twitter, you can find it. Here is the final play. Switch over to the YouTube. Give us a like and a subscribe if you're on the YouTube. For this moment, we're showing you real footage, game footage of the final offensive play of the Oregon-Iowa game. That would be from the 3-yard line. 4th and 3, gotta have it. 15-10. Drake, you can see this, correct? Or is it small on your phone?
I can. No, I can see it.
Do you have any inkling of why Oregon would outman us wide on both sets of receivers and leave Gronowski with a 5-on-4 opportunity?
No, but if I was Gronowski here, I would be audibling for my scholarship, dude. Well, I don't care what anybody says. I am running this football.
Funny enough, he does give a signal before. I don't know if it's an audible. I don't know if they were actually going to throw it or if it was run the whole time, but you'll see in the end zone view when we get to it.
Did he run it here?
Yes. And you'll see Dunk washes down his guy. Those lone linebacker spy gets just caught underneath, and he just can't get there. I do not have any idea. It's pissing rain this entire game. I'm sitting just up here past the 10-yard line marker. No one's been able to throw it. Iowa has more passing yards than Oregon at this point. It's 4th and 3. We have a quarterback who is at this point tied for the most rushing touchdowns in the Big Ten with all the running backs. Everyone on earth knows what's about to happen. And somehow they still, as we play it, they just let him walk in. It's the way. If Oregon loses this game, I think whoever called this play loses his fucking job. Did you catch the check there?
Yeah.
Hold Hold on. Go back. Right. He looks out wide. I don't know what the stack. I don't know what that means. It probably just means don't worry about it.
These guys got rocks for brains. Check.
Yeah. Just empty set. One linebacker. Dunk pushes his guy forward. Linebacker steps up too far. And that's a wrap, baby. 6-7 celebration. People are going nuts.
It's a great thing the game ended right after that. There's nothing else.
And that's how the game ended. Right?
So frustrating. I actually saw a great when I was at Billy over the weekend, I saw one of those great Oregon Grateful Dead shirts they were selling from their theme night against Wisconsin. I was got to chat some ball up real quick in the parking lot.
You talk ball?
I am always open to talking ball with strangers. I like just peeking into people's brains. I was at a little shindig, and I just sat down and talked to a dude about who he thinks Penn State's next coach should be for like 45 minutes. It was great.
Was Matt Campbell part of the conversation?
No.
Wow.
Not at all, actually.
Interesting.
This was a little bit ago, I feel like.
Bone Thug, do you like the Grateful Dead?
I do. Yeah, I like them a lot. I don't know if it's kind of a weird thing because there's some people that are so dedicated to it where it feels like I haven't like earned the stripes, I guess, of it. Like I went to I saw like Dead and Company in 2023, and I was talking to someone outside the show, and she was like, "Yeah, this is my 140th time seeing them." And I was like, "Oh yeah, like there's just such levels to it." I like it though. Yeah, I consider myself a fan. Drake,
Bob Weir gifted me a pair of shoes.
What?
Yeah,
himself like handed them to you?
Through George, but he sent George a pair of Air Maxes for everybody that went with him to the Grateful Dead show at the Sphere, and so I happened to be on that list. So I got gifted a pair of Air Maxes. I was there.
I didn't even know you were there. That's like all-time bucket list for me. I saw there's a rumor.
It was unbelievable, dude.
There's a rumor it's coming back one last time in 2026 in the fall, and I might just have to spend all our money. Subscribe so I can go, guys. Please help us out. But
it was incredible. Let's send G-Bone to the Sphere.
I would love nothing more. Can you also text me a picture of those shoes that Bob Weir sent you? That'd be appreciated.
Are we talking about the Bo Bauer Sphere here, or what are we talking about?
No.
I wish Bo Bauer owns the Sphere. That would be.
He owns one of them.
No, man. Don't get yourself into this conversation.
That would be incredible.
This is an inside joke from Kevin's bachelor party, and it's just not one you want to be inside.
What's the quote in The Office? It's like, I love inside jokes. I'd love to be a part of one day. So
one day, Jim. One day.
Not this one. There's rumors. Kelvin put this in the chat, and then I went to Twitter to find some more talk about it. I haven't seen a whole lot of other than one other tweet. It sounds like Goat Wally was approached by Nebraska, and he told him to fuck off.
To be the DC?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. That's my goat. That's my king.
My heart.
Where's the source on that?
Kelvin, can you, if you're still here, can you tell us where you heard that? Only one other, and it's one of the Iowa burners, and it just said Seth Wallace told Nebraska to fuck off. That's the only other thing I can see about it.
Like this year or just in the past?
Just recently.
I mean, they fired their DC not too long ago, and then so
I would love to see the list of schools that have reached out to all of the guys on our staff, but specifically Wallace and Woods.
Oh, it's significant, I'm sure. You know, there's probably just like a recurring yearly call, like to Phil, to Seth, to LeVar's, like, hey, you guys want to leave yet?
How about now?
How about now?
You guys bored?
Yeah.
Man. How you doing, Kev?
Doing good, guys. How you guys doing?
Kevin, how you doing, man? Good to see you.
Grant, how you doing, man? You excited for Christmas next week?
Yeah, I'm sitting just kicking my heels together, waiting for old Santa Claus.
Yeah. What'd you ask for Santa for Christmas this year?
Just
what's the biggest item on
trucks? Just trucks.
Trucks.
Just trucks.
Dinosaurs.
Toy trucks, monster trucks, semi truck. What are we talking here?
I'm a fire truck guy.
Dump truck asses.
Shout out to there was a guy who I lived in Iowa City at the time, so it was a little bit ago. Me and Drake did on the former great show, Drake and Gary Friday. We did top 5 cars, and Drake was very mad because I put fire truck on mine. I was like, fire trucks rule. What are you talking about? And I hope he's still a listener of the show. There was a guy who offered that if I ever wanted to come drive a fire truck and use the hose.
No shit.
Out in eastern Iowa, I was welcome to come do it at their fire station.
I would love to spray a fire truck hose.
Yeah, wouldn't that be awesome? I don't know if I can.
That's a bucket list item.
Actually, you want to know what? Not at full power, but
no, I want the full power.
I
want to try to drink out of a fire hose. I want to try to live up to the expression.
I'm sure most towns have this, but like Waukee every year, like twice a year, does like a public safety day where you can come and they have like little games for kids and you can get in the ambulance and get in the fire truck. And Ken Diesel sprayed the hose and like the parent gets to hold it. So it was pretty cool.
Okay. Oh, happy birthday to Ken Diesel.
Yeah, 3 years old, man.
Big 3. 3's huge.
It's 3. It's 3.
She's
like basically completely potty trained. It's amazing. It's a big step for a parent. You'll understand one day.
I mean, let's hope. Who knows?
We have a consensus All-American on the 2025 Iowa Hawkeyes. The prestigious list continues. Very impressive over the last decade plus. All the way back in 2014, the list here that Chad Leistico on Twitter tweeted out. In 12 seasons, we have 13 consensus All-Americans. Not just All-Americans. We have more consensus All-Americans than there were years in the past 12 years. It doesn't even make sense.
So how should we feel about this though? Because I'm assuming the other closest schools to this are going to have some serious hardware in the trophy case, I guess.
Sure.
So not that it's not a massive accomplishment, but how should we feel?
Well, it's an interesting topic because it always gets brought up. You know, these stats get passed around at the end of every season. Like, look at all the talent that Iowa puts in the NFL, right? And then the question becomes, well, why can't they do anything with it? And here's the difference between Iowa and the other teams that have all these award winners is Iowa develops them and doesn't have them right away. I guess there's a couple instances on this list where we've started to buck that trend a little bit, but there's a lot of these guys at these Alabamas and Ohio State that they go out and do this their freshman or their sophomore year. They're just some crazy, 5-star recruit. They come in. These big time schools are always in the race for the end because they do class after class that have guys like this stacked 10 high. And Iowa, like Desmond, I guess, was really, really good in our third season. But Josie, that's Josie's 5th year in the program. That's Keith Duncan's 4th year in the program. Lindy and I think Jack and Cooper all did it in their 3rd or maybe their 4th year.
Cooper was definitely 3. I don't know about Jack.
3rd year. Higgins was a 5th or 6th year, whatever it counts. Caleb Johnson, 3rd year. Logan Jones is in his 6th year at Iowa. It's like this talent that we're developing and then pushing into the NFL, it takes time to cook. And what do you think, Kev?
I think you're overthinking it. You look at this list. It's one guy. What do we have? 2 in 2023. One of those for the punter.
Hey, now.
There's 11 guys on the field
each
time. You got 22 starters and 40 people touching the field each game. Okay.
Sure.
One All-American every year. Awesome. It's really cool. I mean, it's a tremendous accomplishment for those
consistency
for those players, but also the development of the staff of those players as well. But you need more than one guy to be a championship caliber team. You need
that. Yeah.
You need, like, if you got 5 of those guys on one team and the rest are just strong role players, then you can go and do something. But,
Sure. Yeah, in a roundabout way, that's what I was getting at. Is like, these teams have 5 to 10 4-stars, 5-stars on their roster in every class. The depth just is not there for the Iowa Hawkeyes when you compare to the elite roster. So it is what it is. But the consistency is insane for a school like Iowa. I mean, you're looking at some names there, man. Those are some dudes. And pretty much every single one is just they go into the league and just have like crazy success. Josh Jackson didn't have as much success. Keith didn't make it. Kind of a different thing for a kicker. But you're talking about Sheriff, Desmond, Josie, Linderbaum.
Would make Campbell. I feel like that makes a lot of sense. So it's like, best player on the team, played well in the NFL, checks out.
Yes, but a lot of guys don't know how to be pros. There's a lot of really talented guys.
Yeah, but like the chances of is this guy going to know how to be a pro is higher if they were a consensus All-American than not, right?
Yes and no.
No.
There's a difference between being talented and knowing how to be a pro.
Yeah,
sure.
It's more of a mindset, culture thing.
That's fair.
Just a straight talent production thing.
That's fair.
Kev, I'm sure you saw this, and there was a funny tweet that Dylan Raiola has agreed.
Is it official?
He's agreed to tear his ACL in honor of Pat Mahomes.
Oh, poor guy.
No,
broken ankle.
It is official that he's in the portal. Yes,
he is in the portal. Okay, well, that's interesting. I'm gonna have to go make fun of him on Twitter again after his announcement that he was committing to Nebraska and something about winning national championships again or whatever.
His poem that he put up.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about that. Hold on, I'm gonna find it.
Yeah, go find
that. Yeah, please do.
I forgot about that.
When he put that poem out, I guarantee, and if I was a good podcaster, I would have it. I should have gone back to the episode we did immediately after that. I'm sure we have some great clips of us just shitting on him, talking about how he will be in the portal someday, because then we could play that and look so great right now.
You gotta go do the research on that. What wasn't he committed somewhere else prior to Nebraska?
Ohio State.
He was committed to Ohio State.
This is a quote from
probably should have gone through with that one.
Yeah.
Quote from Kevin Ward on December 18th, 2023. So almost 2 years to the day. Kevin Ward, you better win 2 Heismans and a Big Ten title if you're actually going to write this about yourself. Now,
what did he write about himself again? I just remember.
Do you want me to do a dramatic? Do you want to turn this into a slam poetry?
I actually would like if you read it. That would be great.
Do you guys have to hit the? Okay, thank you. Okay. This is a commitment by Dylan Raiola.
Wasn't it set to like the night before Christmas or something like that?
I believe so.
In the realm of college dreams where purpose takes flight, enter Dylan Raiola, crafting his narrative in the night. Once lured by Georgia, where powerhouse glory gleamed, yet Nebraska's purpose is his heart brightly beamed. In the scarlet and cream, where legacies entwine I think it's spelled wrong there, but it's okay. Dylan, like Rogers, Rozier, and Crouch, and a hero in the line, no longer a cog in a powerhouse machine, but a quarterback with an even grander ambition unseen. So fellow fans await with hope in the air for Dylan to choose his purpose to declare. In a weekend's decision, destiny calls to fulfill his purpose where a new dynasty enthralls. Now, I also sent this same text to a woman one time asking her on a date, and it did not go well.
Oh, man. The cringe level is
dude
bad.
He put himself in the same sentence as like Rogers, Crouch. Guy played for 1.7 seasons and was like 13-9 with a Pinstripe Bowl win and said, "Fuck it, I'm out."
And I think there's a pattern there. It's a cringy program. Do you remember the guy who went viral like doing a TikTok dance?
Oh, Oh
that
my
guy,
God.
that guy was one of the captains in the Iowa game last year that didn't shake hands.
No.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
It's just cringe all over there in Nebraska. And
That's tough.
It's tough, man. Like, as you as a Nebraskan, how do you want that to represent you, your university, and your state? You know.
So, and I know this isn't a Husker podcast. We're going to get to the game previews. He's a good arm talent.
Oh, for sure.
He's got some body fat that he could probably lose, and I don't think that helps him in the running game. What is his ceiling? Is
Actually,
any team?
I love thick quarterbacks. I'm sorry.
Nebraska, I know. Shout out Deacon Hill.
Fridge.
Is Nebraska? I mean, Nebraska was reportedly. I mean, Searles told us, and then it came out after all this that it was like somewhere between like 3.5 million a year. He ain't worth that anywhere.
So Louisville is.
I mean,
top target.
He does have a good arm talent. You know, maybe you put him in a better situation, he'd have more success.
Maybe
you can say that about anybody, though. So I don't know.
I don't know who's going to have that kind. So this feels like a Nico from Tennessee option where he's like, I'm going into the portal, I'm looking for more money, and then you have to end up taking about half of what you were getting.
I don't know if it's so much as a money grab type deal. It feels like, you know, if you want to go be a high draft pick and, you know, have success at the next level,
sure,
he's probably looking for just a better situation, you know, better O-line, better offense where he can display his arm talent to NFL scouts and have more success on the field. That's kind of where I feel like also like they fired his uncle and I don't know. It just seemed like the whole situation was falling apart just from the outside looking in.
It's an interesting case of, hey, school that's not currently a top 5, top 10 contender gets a big time. I mean, I think he was one of only 3 5-star quarterbacks in the class. And he's supposed to be the savior. All the recruits are going to follow. They're going to build the program around him. The coach convinces him, the staff convinces him, hey, come turn this place around. Let's take us back to the glory days. And
I mean, that's a powerful recruiting pitch. Like, you can be the guy that sets our program back on the right path. Like, I can get behind that.
And every high schooler that's big time like that, it's exactly what they want to hear.
Yeah, exactly. Like, oh, go at Alabama, win another national championship. People won't even remember which one you were in 10 years versus if you're the team that brought a national championship to, you know, insert any other school really besides like Alabama, Ohio State, you know, you're a legend forever.
You're God. Yeah. And those kids get convinced and they write poems in the form of them.
That's when you knew that I would have rescinded the offer right there. This ain't going to work out.
You can't offer somebody that fruity.
Guys can't.
How many Heisman winners have wrote a poem?
You think Johnny Rogers, was that his name? You think Johnny Rogers was
just who else is writing poems? Okay, hold on. We can
you think Cam Newton wrote a poem when he?
You think Cam Newton? Look at. You think Cam Newton's never written a poem before?
I bet Cam Newton can drop some bars, but he never wrote a poem.
It's in that crazy Wingdings font he does, but he's writing poems. Sure. We know that. We know that. I think he does them like on his podcast lately. He speaks in like riddles on there.
Cam's an interesting guy, and his hats are interesting. But speaking of Wingdings, you can get yourself a wing type.
Oh, okay, that's where you're going.
Chicken course for dinner. Chicken lips, that is, at Gray's Gourmet to Go. Shout out to Pete and Kim, legends. It is a absolute pleasure to advertise for them, with them, partner with them. But I got to say, living in Waukee and not being able to execute on having Gray's more often, it's a tease every time. Kevin just has the ability, like any day, like, yeah, maybe I'll hit Gray's.
Oh, yeah.
Over here in Waukee,
I pull that trigger more often than I probably should.
No, you're
not often enough.
In fact, you're not pulling it enough.
All I know is I'm not eating the appropriate amount of chicken lips.
For sure.
I don't know what's the correct number, more or less, but it's not this number.
The current number is not correct. And that is the exact case for you at home. Whether you're eating just an unfathomable amount of chicken lips or you're not eating any at all, you're not eating the right number. Fix it. find yourself at Gray's Gourmet to Go, maybe during this holiday season. Give yourself a gift. The gift of great food, maybe sourdough pizza.
So good.
We're excited to continue to partner with Gray's as we move forward. I don't know, man. The transfer portal is a weird thing. Sorsby, they started Cincinnati and Nebraska started the year off playing each other. Went down to the wire.
Did they just do a swap?
You think
QB swap?
Raiola to Cincinnati, Sorsby to Nebraska?
I wouldn't hate it.
I
think both of them still have potential.
They're good. They're good quarterbacks. I mean, you'd probably take either one. Would you take? I could not have Raiola in an Iowa uniform. I can't.
I don't think he's That's like trading it's like people don't trade.
He can't run. He can't run, and we use running quarterbacks in Iowa City. So that's
culture does not fit the culture.
The culture is a 0% match.
Well, it's also you can't have a guy on the team who's like, well, 10 months ago there was a video of you at the Big Ten Media Days just talking about how much you dislike Iowa. It's probably going to rule you out fairly quickly.
Yeah, I guess
it's gonna be hard to explain at the team retreat.
The funny
phone call even gets returned if his agent's like hitting up Iowa. Is like, what do you guys think?
Yeah. Hey, how about?
I think Tyler Barnes came out and said, when asked about if we're going to go for a quarterback in the portal this year, he's like, we're good.
Yeah. I think they like Hecklinski, and they've got the Bessinger kid coming in, and they've got Hank Brown, who is still, some raw talent. Like, I think they like what they got.
Yeah. I don't know how we're going to replace a golden goat Stratton, but
true.
Wish him well.
Kevin, how much does it make you want to hurt yourself when you see colleges like USC here posting that Jaden Mayava has re-signed with the USC Trojans, and then they're posting this picture like he's in the league? Are we in
football is dead? I don't know.
Yeah. Are we in? I
don't know, man.
Are we in burn it all down territory?
Okay, Kev. How about this? How about this as a question? Would you rather have college football re-signings, or every quarterback that commits has to write his own poem?
Re-signings, 100%. I'll take the re-signings.
I want to see the poem ability.
Okay, you know what? It has to be you can't use ChatGPT, and you can't have anybody else write it for you. You have to make your own.
It has to be like at least 4 stanzas. No acrostic poems. That's cheating.
Iambic
do like my name
is a must.
Iambic pentameter. Look at you. What an excellent use of the word. The phrase iambic pentameter.
Is writing sonnets out here.
Is that
go call up your 8th grade English teacher. Ask for some advice. Maybe a little refresher, but you gotta do it yourself. If people were actually writing solid iambic pentameter sonnets, like
if people were dropping,
I'll allow it. I'll allow it, but not that garbage that you just had to.
He did it to the night before Christmas. I mean, find something better.
I guess I'm not. I haven't read it in quite some time. Is the night before Christmas in iambic pentameter?
I don't know, but Dylan Raiola needs to find himself I love how Drake calls him ravioli too. It's amazing.
I don't believe it's an iambic pentameter, no.
It is a very, very weird thing. I'd love to know how much Mayava's getting to if I could zoom in on that paper.
It is ampestic tetrameter.
Oh, I don't love that. I don't love that at all.
I was talking poems. That was good stuff, boys.
It's so weird to see a re-signing. I saw a tweet that like quoted one of the pictures, and it just said, "Yeah, I used to call this coming back for my second year." But like coming back. I
used to call this junior year.
I used to call this coming back from home after Christmas break.
Yeah.
Coming back.
I guess it's just it's just a 1-year contract every year.
If they're gonna re-sign and they're signing to schools and they have agents, dude, It's got to be for that. I don't know. There has to be a fix.
I mean, we're going to talk about, hey, like you're cutting down on transfer options. Like, you
would think the school would like, they're in such a weird spot where the schools don't even have leverage. Like, they're like, hey, we want to sign you to a 2-year deal. I don't think you can do that.
I mean, you can sign them to a 2-year deal, but like the second year, if they leave, they obviously don't get paid.
Then the money, then the money.
You can sign them the contract for the lifetime.
Sure.
Like you get X amount year 1, year 2, year 3. You can scale it up too.
Right.
But there's nothing forcing them to stay. If
God.
I don't know, I guess you could maybe structure callbacks in there. I don't know if that's allowed. If like, hey, we're going to pay you this much year 1. If you leave in year 2, we call back this much. If you leave in year 3, we call back this much. I mean, companies do stuff like that. I don't know.
Did you see?
I don't know if the NCAA regulations are allowing for that.
There was a SEC school. I forget who. Was it Georgia? Who signed one of their former players over damages, like $390,000 or something, off of an NIL contract. Like
I saw the headline. Did that actually go through to?
I don't know.
Like, is that going through to?
If it does, that is
arbitrated or what?
I have no idea. I'm just thinking about right.
I mean, I guess it's fair if the one part is you're signing contracts, right? It's America loves contracts.
Legally binding.
If one party is not, holding up their end of the deal, then the other party has every right to take legal action.
I don't know, man. I'm thinking about these kids. I still can't stop thinking about these kids with all this money. Kevin, do you know? And I know that me and you weren't in this position. Me and you would have made a collective couple dozen grand, maybe. Dylan Raiola got paid $3.5 million.
Yeah.
What are you and me doing? It's 2015.
Mm.
It's the summer of 2015. It was actually year of the hard bod, by the way. People forget.
No, I don't think it was that year.
Was 16 year of the hard bod?
Well, it would make sense because you forgot, but people forget.
Hard bod.
We're sitting on Benton Street.
Yeah.
And you and I, in our bank account, there sits hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
What are we doing, bro?
Step 1. We're going to fix the air conditioning.
Okay. Fact.
And we're not just going to go a summer without air conditioning. I don't know why we didn't. We lived in a rental apartment. We didn't even have to pay for it. We just had to call someone to fix
it. It built character.
It did build character, man.
Kevin slept on the couch for an entire summer because we refused to call the fucking guy.
I respect it a lot.
Oh, shit.
I would take a cold shower, like a freezing cold shower, for like 10 minutes. Like I'd be shivering in the shower, and I'd set up sheets on the couch, and then have like a fan just blasting on me so I could fall asleep.
We're so fucking stupid. Oh my God. And we didn't have shit going on. We worked out for 2 hours a day, and then we just came home and sat in it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Good times. So it's probably a good thing we didn't have that money back then. We were so stupid.
You know the amount of dumb shit we would have done with that money? After investing it, we would have been smart with it and then still been dumb with it.
I don't even know how to be done with that type of money, dude.
Oh, brother.
I don't know. I'm a pretty simple guy.
You could have had some, bro.
I don't even know.
Well, there's going to be some college football games this weekend. There's college football games going on this week.
I know Cure Bowl today. Shout out, great game.
Is that the the Delaware versus Louisiana game that's playing right now?
No, I believe that was Old Dominion, South Florida.
There was the comment earlier that the Old Dominion long snapper recovered a muff punt. So shout out to the long snappers. Yeah, there's gonna be 4 games this weekend that are pretty important. You've got Alabama, Oklahoma. Miami of Florida, and Texas A&M.
Memphis, North Carolina State.
Sure.
Let's not leave out Montana State.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Or the FCS semifinals.
Some
in state action, right?
Some members of the
roll
media
into,
have been neglecting the FCS lately, and I won't stand for it, frankly.
And we shouldn't neglect.
Oh, Kevin.
I thought this segment was dead. I'll be honest. I thought it was over.
It might as well be.
I don't know what the records are. They're not good. But we still got games to pick, baby, and some opinions to give on these games. What are we thinking here? As I looked at the lines, I opened the show with, hey, maybe only Bama, Oklahoma will be close, but that's like a 3.5 point spread. Was that correct?
I'm looking at 1.5.
No, the Miami Texas A&M game. It's a 3.5.
Oh, yeah, 3.5. Yeah.
Hey, you never want to count out G5 conference champion there that listed in the 12 seed.
I don't know
going on the road. You never want to count them out.
I got an old. I got a
good team with a.
I got an old graphic here. Somebody find me a new one.
Well coached, physical team. There we go. I'll say here's. I don't want to sound like a broken record with this, but JMU and Tulane might be playing the most important games in college football history this weekend.
I think you know where you're going with this, but elaborate.
They have to either win or keep it really competitive, or the whole system's going to blow.
If
like the G5s might have no chance.
The group of five will never get another shot at it.
Never is a big word, but
not never, but they're not going to be guaranteed a spot anymore.
Yes,
doesn't help.
I think that's a valid concern with the way college football is operating right now, for sure.
Yeah.
And especially like the way the ACC ended up working out, it's all going to blow up unless JMU just goes into Autzen and just runs that football.
How sick would it be, dude?
Hey, even we will take a statement loss. JMU, you lose by 7, that's a win in this one. Maybe not for the fan base, but for just college football as a whole. College football wins if JMU does that. If JMU can be the Ryan Russillo team of the week, then they win.
The walk-ons actually came away more impressed with the G5s. Yeah, I agree. There is the playoff, college football in general, but the playoff is ever changing. They're always looking to, there's all these proposals. Should we go to 24, 16, 24? The case for G5s doesn't get, it's hard to every year get excited about, hey, we have to take these G5 teams if JMU gets beat by 34 points. If Tulane gets beat by Ole Miss, I believe they played already this year and did get beat by.
They did get beat by about 30 earlier in the year.
I mean, it's just not. I don't know. I hope they can do it. I hope they can keep it close. I'm taking the Dukes.
I think one of them will keep it close.
Plus the points, just for funsies.
Well, because everyone and their mother is about to take Oregon and Ole Miss.
Oh yeah,
one of them will probably cover.
FanDuel sponsors this segment. Let me see if I can find the stats on this. Oh, and they're not showing me the stats. I want to know what percentage of people, what percent of the public is on the Oregon Ducks?
Oh, it's got to be 80 plus.
Oh, it's definitely in the 90s, guaranteed.
I'm going to go with 67%.
You think only 2/3 of people are on the Duckies?
You talking about tickets or money?
Oh, okay.
Tickets is going to be vastly.
I'm going to say money, not tickets.
Okay.
Great clarifying question.
Kevin. Yeah. Tickets is going to be way, way higher.
I think I don't know. In the two games that have a better chance of maybe the lower seed winning, do you guys see any fireworks happening there?
Man, I really don't know what to think about this Alabama-Oklahoma game. I mean,
I don't either.
It was a really tough game when they played in the regular season. Bama turned the ball over, I think, a few times that Oklahoma ended up capitalizing on. But neither of them are really playing their best, I feel like, in the last couple of weeks of the season.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where this one goes. Honestly, I couldn't tell you which one way or the other how this thing plays out. Maybe you play to the under, and that you just live with that.
The under sounds nice.
I love the under in this game.
But I've not had a great record betting the under this year, so
it's 40.5, and frankly, I think it's too high.
Oklahoma, one of the better defenses. Well, both of them, really. Great defense.
Now, it does concern me that Alabama cannot run the ball to save their life right now, and teams just chewing up clock is great for the under, and they will be heaving the ball downfield the entire time. So that
in honor of Logan Jones, the consensus pick. By the way, I believe Caden Weechin, there's one more publication to come out. Weechin was snubbed by 2 publications as the second team all-purpose man.
Just 6th man of the year. Is that what he's?
Well, they don't do. A couple of the publications only do all-purpose. They don't do punt returner specifically or returner. Okay. And so they're giving it to this KC. I don't know how to say his last name. I believe his last name is
Concepcion.
Is it Concepcion or is it Conception?
Yes. Concepcion.
Okay.
From Texas A&M.
There's one more publication to come out. You have to be 3 out of 5 to be consensus, and I think he will.
Well, that's not what consensus means at all.
That makes no sense.
Yeah. What do you mean?
That's the rule. You have to have 3 of 5 of these 5 specific publications.
So you've been telling me with these votes the whole time consensus does not mean consensus?
So there's All-American if you make one of the teams. There's consensus if you make 3 of these 5. And there's unanimous if you make all 5.
Oh, okay.
So they should rename it to General Consensus All-American.
Thank you, Kevin.
Sure.
I was going to say, am I the biggest idiot in the world for assuming that consensus just meant consensus?
Yes, apparently.
I don't know.
I'll join you right there up on that stage.
I think Weechin still has a chance, but Weechin has been first team on several of them as well. I don't know where I was going. Oh, I was going to say, do we have a walk-on consensus bet here to make on the under 40.5?
I think so. I think, looking at Oklahoma, the last 2 games they scored 17. They beat Alabama 23-21. One of their scores was a pick 6 in that game. Their offense isn't that great. It doesn't look great. Their defense is pretty good. Alabama's offense has been struggling. I don't know how to play this other than to the under.
Part of me just also thinks the way these things work, I just feel like I've seen Alabama come back to win these kind of games a little bit, but it's also, I forget that we're not doing the Saban Alabama anymore. It's different now. So maybe I'm wrong, but
I think I'm with you. If I had to pick a side, I'd take Bama plus the 1.5.
I've got like the voodoo or whatever it is from 20 years of Alabama football that I'm like, how am I going to go against them right now?
Everything in my gut is telling me Bama plus 1.5 and under 40.5, and I'm sure it'll be Oklahoma 27, Alabama 20. I think
this. If I'm going to play this one, I'm going to wait to play in game here and see how those first couple drives are looking.
I love I love getting an in game when the first team scores and the line jumps, and then just betting it to be closer, like wherever way that line moves, just bet it to be a closer game than take the underdog at that point with the points. We'll go consensus, Grant. You can put that on the graphic for this weekend.
Okay? Oh, wait, which one of us disagreed?
Nobody.
Unanimous then.
Don't play this fucking.
If it's 2 out of 3, it's consensus.
Give me the unanimous pick.
Thank you, Kevin.
For my picks individually, Grant, I am going to go with the Bama plus 1.5.
Oh, should we have individual picks? Okay.
I'm going to go individual picks, yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm going to take A&M minus 3.5.
Wait, hold on. You got to start over.
I've given you 2 picks. It's just simply not that hard.
Oh, I'm sorry. Do you want to try that again before I write all these down?
Yeah, I've given you 2 picks. It's simply not that hard.
All right, I'm not okay. No graphic this week, guys. Sorry, I didn't come here for attitude. All right.
Where's your hat that I sent you?
It's over on. It's on my mantle, actually.
Could you show the people? I saw this, and I thought, oh my God, Grant needs it.
Let's go, big. Let's go.
That's a fucking incredible hat, man. Big red, baby.
Now I will say I don't know if I have the head shape to wear this one.
Some of those hats are so annoyingly shaped, but
it does kind of.
Hey,
This is kind of the style of new hats these days. Like I want a hat that's gonna,
why is there
fit
so
my
much space
skull.
in the front? It
That's what I wanna
pisses
know.
me off.
But yeah, it's been sitting on my mantle like it's a trophy next to another hat.
Oh, from the side, it actually looks great on your head.
It's a clean.
Oh, do you
hat.
want to do side profiles too?
Look at, oh yeah. You need to update your X pic, your X Twitter profile.
I do. I've been doing it for a long time, but I don't know. This is what it is now.
Alabama plus 1.5, Texas A&M minus 3.5. Ole Miss, Tulane plus 17.5. James Madison plus 21.5. I'm taking the G5s. I'm placing my confidence in them. Those are my 5 or my 4, along with the unanimous.
Just go ahead and flip all those for me there, Grant.
Wow, amazing.
Okay,
that is actually legitimately how I feel for those final 3 games. I don't want the Bama pick in there. Just leave it out. But I do want Miami plus 3.5. Ole Miss minus 17.5, and I'll take the Duckies minus 21.5.
The Duckies.
Ooh, that's a lot. What do I want here? I like the unanimous pick, or I guess the consensus pick. We do unanimous, or we consensus, or
I don't know. I don't know the rules anymore.
Who knows? I love Miami in this game against A&M. I've been dodging A&M for the entire year, and I think I claimed once they beat can't remember who it was, maybe Missouri, and their whole schedule was just fired coaches. I was like, we have to go against them in the playoff, and now we're here, so I can't back down now. And unfortunately, I'm going to have to trust Mario Cristobal in the big moment.
That does make me a little.
Which is when I was thinking about this, I was like, oh, they're going to end up playing Oregon or something. They're going to just like that's what the Big Ten's going to show up for me. Autzen Stadium's going to show up, and then now I have to trust Mario Cristobal, which has pretty much always exclusively blown up in my face. But I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to take the consensus pick.
Love it.
Then maybe is there a line out for Montana State on FanDuel?
Minus. Ooh, yeah, I did see it was 4-point spread,
And they're playing Montana.
Yes,
I'm going to take the boys in Bozeman. Montana State, beautiful this time of year.
Spent a lot of time there.
Almost none, basically.
0, in fact.
And by that, I actually mean no time. Would love to go sometime.
My sister-in-law lives in Montana.
yeah. Montana State minus 4.
Oh shoot, it's climbing up. I just I would give it out as a pick, and all the big
Grant
money
moved the line.
It's moving it up.
Grant's a whale. He moved the line.
How much money do you think I'd have to place on Montana State to move the line up? Like
$40. No, I think there's a lot of people that probably bet it. All right. Well, thanks for being here with us. Thanks for previewing college football playoff first weekend and a bunch of other bowl games popping off. My plan for those still here and listening as we head into the holidays and then the new year, we're going to do a recap podcast of this weekend and any other college football news on Sunday, as always. Next week at this time, it will be Christmas Eve. There will be no second podcast next week. There will only be a Monday episode. We're going to enjoy the holidays. And then we'll come back around on, what would that be? The 28th. And record a live pod the 28th for Monday the 29th. And that'll be no, it will not be the last podcast, because then we will recap the Iowa Bowl game the night of said game on the 31st, on Wednesday night.
And almost football festival.
On Christmas Eve?
Oh.
Well, that would be New Year.
When there's playoff games going, you can do it alone, my friend. Or sorry, New Year's Eve.
Yes, I will probably recap the game on New Year's Eve. I'm not going to be doing anything, and that's probably the best time to do it, especially with it lining
You're
up.
not going to be watching Ohio State versus the winner of – who do they play the winner of?
You want to wait to do it until Thursday night?
Is it JMU?
Yes.
Yeah, we're good.
Versus the winner of Miami.
And we can wait and do it on Thursday night, and we'll record it on the first day of 2026. Shout out, Kev.
Maybe even the day after that, because we got great football that day too.
It's not really
You know
how.
Let's schedule this for February 1st.
Yeah.
All the football is over.
Let's
Yeah.
just do it
Well, then
August
we
next
just
year. We'll
recap
recap
all-
the bowl game.
Yeah.
We'll recap the bowl game from this year on Friday before next year's first game.
I mean, I guess that would be after the football.
We just start doing two podcasts.
Two podcasts a year.
We preview the season and we recap the season.
That'd be great.
Each podcast is 10 hours long.
Oh, Jesus. This one's already been too long in an hour 6. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Shout out to the sponsors, FanDuel and Grays. We'll see you on Sunday to recap the first weekend. And if you're not around over the next couple of weeks, you're going to take a break from podcasting, you're just not in routine. Happy holidays.